Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. I am the Loner Ranger, and what a great time to be out looking at property today. It's such a beautiful day, and I can tell you that if you are currently renting, you owe it to yourself to get off your butt, stop your car, pick up the phone, call me at 407-706-3313. There's no time better than now for you to stop renting and become a homeowner. You know, there's only two reasons that you're not a homeowner right now if you're listening to this show. Or if you have adult children or grandchildren, you guys are spending so much money on student loans and yet you don't invest in buying real estate. It's the best way for you to make money in the market. Stock market, a little bit risky, okay? Doesn't mean invest all your money in real estate, but you need to invest a good portion of your money in real estate. It is the safest bet that you could ever have, and it gives you the best return on your investment. Think about this. If you bought a home for $250,000 last year, it's worth about $279,000 this year, on average, in the Central Florida area. That's a huge increase. But let's take that off the table, and let's just say that your value only goes up 3%, because that's about the national average. So if you bought a home for $250,000 and your home increased by 3%, you made about $6,500 on a $250,000 investment in 1 year. And your investment, and when I say $250,000 investment, I didn't mean that. I mean the price of the home was about $250,000. Your investment was $8,750. That's your down payment, guys. That's a 86% return on your investment. $6,000 on $8,750. Come on, show me where you can get that in any stock market. It doesn't exist. Well, again, I want to welcome my guest, Haley Doyle. Haley Doyle is the Purple Agent, and she is with Engel and Volker Realty. And I was able to visit her last week at one of her open houses. She has this ritzy house over in Winter Park. So if you like Winter Park and you want to be in a luxury home, Haley, welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show.
Hey, Bruce. Thanks so much for having me today. I just love what you do here and, all the info that you share with everybody. So I'm so happy to be a part of it. But yeah, you're talking about, my historic home.
Yes.
So yeah, that home is very, very special. It was actually built in 1912 by the professor of books at Rollins College. He's actually the first and only professor of books. So, being built so close to campus, it is only just a 9-minute walk. You don't even have to get in your car. It's that close. You just walk to campus.
What a great opportunity.
9 minutes. Yeah. Or you can go downtown Winter Park to Park Ave and just an 8-minute walk. So definitely the best location out there. And, it's just built so sturdy, being built, back that time period. It just takes you back, and
it really
it's something
does.
Magical for sure.
Something that I noticed, because when we think about these historic homes, Haley, we're thinking about kind of drafty and rickety and, walking on the floors and they all crick. But the seller of this home, which I had the luxury of meeting, which I typically wouldn't have, really wonderful lady. She not only did the spray foam in the attic for insulation, but she did the spray foam under the home in the crawl space and then redid all the windows with thermal windows in it. You couldn't even hear the traffic outside.
Oh, yeah. No, she is very meticulous and, has done a great job in, renovating and everything. This home actually won an award in 2016 for its renovations by the city of Winter Park.
Well, it's an incredible home. And if you'd like to see Haley's listing on Osceola, is it Osceola Avenue?
Osceola Ave, absolutely.
Osceola Avenue. You can call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Call me and I'll connect you with Haley. But if you'd like to go directly to Haley's website, you can go to
evpurpleagent.com.
EV for Engel and Volker. So that's E as in Engel, V as in Volker.
Purpleagent.com.
And will your listing be posted on there as well?
It sure is. Yeah. My listings are there. So you'll be able to take a look and, learn a little bit more about me.
Great. And listen, if you want to see the house, it is by appointment only, but call Haley. She'll connect you out. If you're serious about buying a home, of course, this is not just a tour for anybody that wants to go see a historic home, but if you're serious, the deal is call me, the loan arranger. We'll get you pre-approved for your financing so that you can go out and look at this house. And you can always get pre-approved by me. And actually, it gives you additional negotiating strength when you're pre-approved by me, because most real estate agents out there in Central Florida know who I am. And they know that if I pre-approved you and I have the stamp of approval on my approval letter, that you are going to a closing table. That is for sure. You can call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or you can visit my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. If you're looking to purchase a home and you want to find out what you qualify for, you can call me at 407-706-3313. Easy to apply online. You can go to my website at webringyouhome.com. Super easy website. Like, I am so not techie, okay? I'm the last guy in the world that's techie. I can barely use my smartphone. But I'm going to tell you something. Applying online at webringyouhome.com is about as easy as it can possibly get. And the nice thing is once you've applied online, it'll alert me that you've made an application, and then you will actually get a phone call from me, the loan arranger. Now, it is Saturday, so you probably won't get a phone call directly back from me today, but my team will be reaching out to you to set an appointment for you and I to have a conversation about what it is that you want, so I can help guide you in the right direction. This is something you don't get from my competitors. You can call the rocket ship. You can call the guy that says he pays all your closing costs, and then you can really check that out and compare me with that. I'm pretty sure you'll come up with the right decision when it comes to that one. But that aside, you can count on me, the loan arranger, to make sure that you get the best possible mortgage that's right for you, because the right mortgage for you may not be the right mortgage for your friend. Everybody's different. Let's look at your credit. Let's look at how much money you have in the bank. Let's look at what your budget looks like. And then let me design a mortgage around your needs. That's what it's all about. Can I meet that payment per month that you want? Are you going to get the interest rate that you're looking for? How about the money out of pocket? What if we hire an agent like Haley and she negotiates to get your closing costs paid? You want your closing costs paid by a great agent? Then hire somebody that negotiates for you. And I hear so many times real estate agents, Haley, these days go, oh, it's a seller's market. You can't get any closing costs paid from the seller. Is that true?
Oh, that is absolutely untrue.
It is untrue, because I'm seeing it. Matter of fact, on my FHA loans, I'm seeing it about 50% of the time that agents are negotiating.
Yes.
Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to find a house for $300, offer them $250, and get closing costs paid.
Oh, definitely not.
It's not going to happen.
It's all about strategy. So you want to have someone that, knows the different strategies and knows when to use them so that they can negotiate for you.
Absolutely. So we are in a seller's market, so it does get a little bit more difficult to ask for closing costs than it is in a buyer's market, but it's certainly not impossible. So if you had a property that you wanted to buy and it was $300,000, $350,000, whatever it happens to be, and you're willing to come in high on your offer so you compete, then we ask for closing costs. To be honest with you, on a $250,000 house, Haley, if you ask the seller to reduce the price by $8,000, your out of pocket is around $15,500.
Yes.
If you ask the seller to pay closing costs of about $8,000, even $7,000, your out of pocket's about $8,700 to $9,000, and your payment's only about $30 more. So what's easier to come up with, $8,700 or $15,500?
Huh.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. All right. Well, thank you for listening to the Loan Arranger Radio Show. I'm so honored to have one of my friends and my guest, Haley Doyle from Engel and Volker Realty, with me today, the Purple Agent. You can look her up online. And if you would like to contact her or like to book an appointment, all you have to do is call me, the Loan Arranger, at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. That is the final edition for this week's Loan Arranger Radio Show. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, and we will see you then.